you with the special live edition concerning the heel turn that we witnessed last night on SmackDown in the main event segment, the contract signing between the WWE Undisputed Champion, Cody Rhodes, and the challenger and his mentor, Randy Orton. Randy Orton turned heel on Cody Rhodes. But was it really a heel turn? Technically it was, but it shows you what they think is needed for this WrestleMania Night 1 main event in which Cody Rhodes just regained the championship. This is a story between these two, between Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, that goes back over 20 years. As Cody Rhodes said in the promo, his first match on the main roster was against Randy Orton. The first main event that he was involved in on WWE TV technically was the 2009 Royal Rumble match, in which him and Ted DiBiase Jr. helped Randy Orton win that Royal Rumble to go on to main event WrestleMania 25. Randy Orton has said from the time of the Royal Rumble that he is back for one reason only from his latest sabbatical, and that is to become WWE Champion for the 15th time. Now, you can talk about all the booking mechanisms and saying, well, do you really think that Triple H is going to allow Randy Orton to beat this? Right? We're not talking about that right now. Triple H has enough problems just booking coherent television 2 times a week. So we're not going to talk about that. One thing I'm going to say when it comes to Randy Orton, I'm not going to say this was a year too late, but it was actually a year in which it's deserved. Because look at the past, the recent past. And when I say recent, I'm talking about the last 15 years. Whenever a main event character, a main event wrestler, a main event player comes back from injury, 9 times out of 10, upon his return, he wins the Royal Rumble. He goes on the main event WrestleMania. When he made his triumphant return at War Games Survivor Series 2023, it was overshadowed by another return. And that other return was from the straight edge savior himself, or some would say the straight edge sellout, not me, or maybe CM Punk in Chicago. Only Randy Orton, he even had to joke about it behind the scenes and probably in front of the camera, like, damn, it was supposed to be my return and I got overshadowed by somebody else's return. But neither here nor there. So he had a part in WrestleMania 40, that triple threat match between him, Logan Paul, Kevin Owens. This past year, 41, he was supposed to have a prominent match against Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens had to bow out due to neck surgery. So he ended up squashing Joe Hendry. So is this a make good? Perhaps. Now, when it comes to Cody Rhodes has been back in the WWE at the time of WrestleMania 4 years. He has been face 4 years. This will be his 4th consecutive WrestleMania main event for a title. A lot of the fan base is getting tired of Cody Rhodes. A lot of the fan base is getting tired of face Cody Rhodes. A lot of fan base wants Cody Rhodes to turn heel. Is it time for him to turn heel? Perhaps. Think of it this way. He's been back for 4 years. He's been back since 2022 as a face and as the face of the company since 2023 when he came back from that pec injury, and when he showed up in Hell in a Cell with that pec injury and defeated Seth Rollins, he cemented himself as one of, if not the face of the company. Lifespan of a face in the current society, in the current state of wrestling, is a short time span. Cody Rhodes has technically been a face for the last 7 years. AEW for 3 years, and this is 4 going on 5 years of him being a face in WWE. The stick gets old after a while. Why? Because that's just the way it is. Now, if I had my druthers, I probably would have decided for Cody to go heel and Randy Orton to remain the edgy face. But I don't write the show. And I'm not even saying that's the correct way to go. Because one thing has been apparent, even especially in the days of Vince McMahon, and this was the reason why Vince never turned John Cena heel in all those years that the whole fan base was crying out for him to turn heel. Vince always said, well, the thinking was, and John Cena espoused this on at least one occasion, if he turns heel, who is there left to replace him as the main face? Now, some people can say, well, Roman Reigns replaced him. No, Roman Reigns became prominent as he is when he was on his heel run, when he was on his run of terror. And I say that in a good way, with the bloodline. Because they put him up, and Roman knocked him down. They set him up, and Roman smashed him. Kane, wreck everyone, leave. That's how that became so popular. Plus, the interdynamics between him and Paul Heyman and the Usos and later on Sammy and Kevin Owens and The Rock and Cody, and yeah, it was magnifique. But that was an ensemble. Right now, you have Cody Rhodes as the undisputed face. And when I say face, I'm talking about baby face, not the face of the company. Yes, he is the face of the company, but I know I'm contradicting myself here, but listen to me very clearly. Cody Rhodes is the face of the company, the quote-unquote QB1, right? Roman Reigns is that dude, but he's only that dude on a limited time basis. CM Punk wants to be that dude, and in a lot of cases, he can be that dude. But CM Punk is also 47, 48. He's diminishing in the ring. And while he does still have a prominent vocal fan base, tell you the truth, it's time for him to go heel himself. He's a different type of face. So, who do you have ready, prepared to take that ball? Now, there's another train of thought, and that is, if Cody goes heel, the same portion of the fan base that is booing him will actually latch on to him, and that will allow him to become a more sustaining face going forward. Look at it this way. Austin got turned face. His heel character was so popular, they turned him face because he did not give two F's. The Rock was so outlandish and so charismatic as a heel, they forced him to turn face. Then he turned heel and doubled down. And then eventually, it was undeniable, he became face. Did the stick get tied after a while? Yes. Hollywood Rock revitalized that. And now there's nothing you can do really to allow The Rock to be a heel. Even when he plays heel, whatever. Is that the same route that they need to go with Cody Rhodes? Eventually. Probably. But who is that face? Who is that face coming down? Now, I know this discussion started from the Randy Orton heel turn. That was needed because the Love Fest was not going to sustain itself for 6 weeks going into WrestleMania. It wasn't. And tell you the truth, Randy Orton can automatically write it off like, listen, I'm a Viper. Not supposed to trust me. Listen, I told you a while ago. I'm coming for that. You don't got to worry about me stabbing you in the back. I'm going to stab you in the front. He gave him a warning. And tell you the truth, he gave him a receipt. Remember the King of the Ring final? In which Cody Rhodes used that exposed turnbuckle to his advantage and gave no second thoughts about capitalizing on that to get his championship match at SummerSlam? So why wouldn't Randy feel a way about that? Why would Randy feel a way about anything that he did when Cody Rhodes already knows everything about him? It's that age-old adage. I taught you everything that you know. But you don't know everything that I know. Will Randy Orton leave WrestleMania with the championship? He should. Would this angle have been better if they wouldn't have flip-flopped the titles between Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre? You're damn right. Because you could have been building this up since last SummerSlam. Eventually, slowly by slowly, bit by bit by bit. With all that being said, it's going to be an interesting ride. Hopefully this road to WrestleMania has more turns than the Jackie Robinson Parkway for all my New York heads. So I'm going to get out of here while the getting is good. Please check out the Season 4 premiere of the Salty Thoughts of Mike Step podcast, dropping on Austin Day, 3/16. That's that's Monday, March 16th, 2026. And I'll see y'all then. Goodbye.